Hello everyone, my name is Camila. I'm 24 years old and I work in a call center for Amazon. Today, I will tell you about a normal day in my life. It may sound simple, but my job has changed my life in many ways. When I was younger, I never imagined myself working in a big international company. Learning English opened that door for me. It wasn't easy, but it gave me the chance to get this job and grow. I will walk you through my day, from the moment I wake up to the time I go to sleep. And I'll also share some personal stories about customers, challenges, and little victories that make my work special. I usually wake up at 6:20 a.m. My alarm plays a soft song, and I lie in bed for a few minutes, thinking about the day ahead. Then I stretch, open the curtains, and let the morning light come in. I like to start the day feeling calm. After that, I go to the bathroom to wash my face, brush my teeth, and take a quick shower. The warm water helps me wake up. By 6:30, I'm already in the kitchen. I make a cup of coffee, always with milk and a bit of cinnamon. I also prepare toast with peanut butter or sometimes scrambled eggs. Breakfast is my quiet moment. I sit by the window and eat slowly while I listen to an English podcast. It's funny because I still do this every morning, even though my English is now much better. Listening keeps me fresh and helps me learn new words that I can use at work. While I eat, I think about how different my mornings used to be. Before working for Amazon, I had several small jobs: cleaning houses, selling clothes, helping at a local store, but nothing stable. When I decided to improve my English, my life began to change. I took online classes every night after work. I was tired, but I told myself, this effort will open doors. And it did. 2 years later, I passed the interview for Amazon's customer service team. That memory motivates me every morning. After breakfast, I choose my clothes. I like wearing something comfortable but neat, usually jeans, a simple blouse, and sneakers. I put on light makeup and check my work badge. I always keep it in the same pocket of my bag, so I don't forget it. At 7:10, I leave my apartment and walk to the bus stop. The air is still fresh and the streets are quiet. Sometimes I see the same neighbors every morning and we smile at each other. On the bus, I find a window seat, put on my headphones, and listen to soft music, or read a few English phrases to warm up my brain. It's like stretching before exercise. The ride takes about 25 minutes. I like to watch the city waking up. People opening shops, kids walking to school, the smell of bakeries. It makes me feel part of something bigger. By 7:40, I arrive at the call center building. It's tall and full of glass windows. I scan my badge, greet the security guard, and walk to the elevator. Our office is on the 8th floor. When the doors open, I hear the familiar sound of ringing phones and quiet voices. I go straight to my desk. It's small but cozy, with a headset, a computer, and 2 little plants I brought from home. I turn on the computer, log into the systems, and check my messages. Usually there are updates from our supervisor about new policies or promotions. At 8 sharp, my shift begins. The first calls are usually simple. People asking about their packages, delivery dates, or payment methods. I try to sound friendly and calm. Hello, thank you for calling Amazon. My name is Camila. How may I help you today? It's the sentence I say the most every day. Sometimes people are happy and kind. Sometimes they are in a hurry. I've learned not to take anything personally. Once, during my first month, I answered a call from a man who was very angry. His package hadn't arrived, and it was a birthday gift for his daughter. He started shouting, saying Amazon had ruined everything. My heart was beating fast. I wanted to cry, but I took a deep breath, listened carefully, and spoke slowly. I apologized and tracked the package. It was delayed because of a storm. I offered him a free express replacement, and he calmed down. At the end, he said, "Thank you for fixing this. I'm sorry for yelling." That day, I realized something important. People are not angry at me. They are frustrated with the situation. If I stay calm, they usually calm down too. At 10:30, we have a 15-minute break. I walk to the lounge, make a cup of tea, and talk with my coworkers. We share stories, funny calls, strange questions, or customers who made us laugh. My best friend at work is Sophia. We met in training and became close. We always support each other. Sometimes we practice English together for fun, trying new idioms, or correcting each other's pronunciation. Having friends at work makes the long days easier. After the break, I return to my desk. The calls continue. Refunds, returns, lost packages, subscription issues. It can be repetitive, but I try to find little challenges, like solving a problem faster or making a stressed person smile. I also love when I get calls from people who are learning English. I know how hard it is, so I speak slowly and clearly for them. They often thank me, and I tell them, "You're doing great. Don't give up." It reminds me of myself a few years ago. Around noon, I start feeling hungry, so I keep some almonds and fruit in my drawer for a quick snack between calls. At 1 p.m., I have lunch. Our cafeteria is on the 10th floor with big windows and lots of light. I usually bring food from home, rice, chicken, and vegetables. But sometimes I buy a sandwich. I sit with Sophia and 2 other co-workers, and we laugh about things that happened during the morning. These moments are important because they give me energy to continue. After eating, I sometimes go to the small library corner. There are books in English, and I read a few pages. It's my favorite way to relax my mind while still learning. At 2, I return to my station. Afternoons are usually busier. More calls come from the US, and I need to speak English all the time. At first, this scared me. My voice shook, and I forgot words. But now it feels natural. I even enjoy it. Understanding people from different countries is like traveling with my ears. One afternoon, I helped an elderly woman who didn't know how to return an item. She was sweet but confused. I guided her step by step, and she said, "You are so patient. Thank you for not rushing me." I smiled for the rest of the day. Moments like that make the job feel meaningful. By 4:30, my voice is tired. My last calls require concentration. I write notes carefully and make sure all cases are solved or transferred correctly. At 5 sharp, my shift ends. I log out, remove my headset, and stretch my arms. The office gets quiet as everyone leaves. At 5:15, I take the elevator down and walk to the bus stop. The street is busy now. I listen to upbeat music and watch the sunset from the window. It makes me feel peaceful. When I get off the bus, I stop at a small store to buy fruit or bread for the next day. I arrive home around 6. I take off my shoes, change into soft clothes, and breathe deeply. Home always feels like a warm hug after work. At 6:30, I prepare dinner, usually pasta, soup, or salad. I like cooking while listening to English YouTube videos. I eat at my small table, sometimes while texting my family. My mom always asks, "Did you talk to many people today?" And I say, "Yes, hundreds." After dinner, I wash the dishes, sweep the floor, and light a small candle. This makes my apartment feel cozy. Around 8, I sit at my desk and study. Even though I already speak English well, I keep practicing. I read short articles, write new words in a notebook, and practice pronunciation. I know English is the key to more opportunities, maybe even a future promotion at Amazon. By 9:30, I close my books, take a shower, and do my skincare. I love this moment. Warm water, soft music, and quiet. It feels like I'm washing away the stress of the day. Then I read a novel for 20 minutes in bed. My eyes get heavy, and I slowly fall asleep, ready to do it all again tomorrow. Weekends are different and give balance to my life. On Saturdays, I usually visit my parents. They live 1 hour away, and my mom always cooks my favorite food, rice with chicken and avocado salad. We talk for hours. My dad asks about my job, and I tell him funny stories from the call center. They are proud of me because I worked hard to learn English and get a stable job. On Sundays, I like to rest and do personal things. Sometimes I go to a local market with Sophia. We walk between colorful stands, buy fruit, flowers, and handmade soap. Other Sundays, I stay home, clean the apartment, do laundry, and watch movies in English with subtitles. This helps me relax and practice at the same time. Weekends remind me who I am outside of work. A daughter, a friend, a dreamer. They recharge my heart for the week ahead.